Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about new drugstore launches, things that are excellent and totally hit every high note, and some duds, because I have a few new things that I know a lot of people are loving that I personally have some more intense thoughts on. You guys know I'm really critical of makeup, but that means I find the very best and I demand performance out of products. There's so much stuff out there. I'm happy to narrow it down and give you guys good recommendations. So let's dive on in. Cheers. Starting with e.l.f., this has been a viral product. I personally went everywhere hunting this down. I was unsuccessful. I finally ordered it, got it. This is the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Now, this is a liquid, silkier version of their very famous Putty Primer that, to me, in my mind, is kind of like Putty Primer would be like Tarte's Smoothing Primer, which you guys know I love. And then this new guy is similar to how I've been using this smoothing primer that is more a liquid version of this guy. So e.l.f. has gone and done the same thing. And I feel this one is much more liquidy than the Tarte. And it's actually much more liquidy in texture than most blurring putty-esque liquid silky primers. It surprised me. I was thinking that the texture was going to be a lot more thick than it is. It really just feels like a lotion. On the back of the product, it does say to let it sit for 30 seconds before you apply your makeup. This is going to have a gripping effect. It's going to smooth out the skin. I did feel like it gave a silky, somewhat matte finish to the skin. Is it going to replace my True Love right here? No, it is not. Do I think it's better than the Putty Primer in the actual pan? Sadly, I don't, but I don't think it's a bad product. I just don't think it's worth the hype maybe. I was personally expecting a little bit more. It didn't do enough blurring in my opinion, and the matte kind of satin feel dry down. In my texture, touch, feel assessment, there's no grip there. It's more smooth, satin, just like it has that kind of powder finish, which is nice on fine lines and pores, but it's not going to be as crazy smoothing, blurring as something that you're actually like pressing in the skin that has a little more thickness. So there's my overall first review. Not hot, not hot. Let's get into blush for a moment. I want to update you guys that I absolutely die hard have been loving these blushes from L'Oreal. You guys know I'm an Infallible girl. I love the foundation. I love their bronzers. I love the Infallible pressed pigments. I have long time had a huge love for anything Infallible by L'Oreal. Now these blushes are so intensely pigmented. I think they got a bad reputation for just being like, whoa, this is way too pigmented. And I think there is a learning curve with these. You literally have to tap the tiniest bit, kind of maybe go on the wrist and pat a little excess off or have a paper towel in front of you. And then very lightly, not aggressively swirling, pat the product in. The reason I like these is they last. Blush usually disappears on me like that. It's like, it's here, it's gone. This has a little bit of staining effect on the skin due to the richness in the pigment, and it does last. When you look in the mirror hours later, you're like, oh, hey, I still have blush on and it looks smooth and good. This is definitely blurring on the skin. I'm in love. I think these are so phenomenal. I can't get over it. Like, I really love these. I have every single shade and I wanted to swatch them for you. Of course, I go straight to like the Peachy Coral Avenue. My two favorites are number 10 Confident Pink, and then this one is Fearless Coral. There are deeper shades. I picked them up to swatch. I don't feel like they are the best on me. I have Daring Rosewood and Legendary Berry. I'm having a personal love affair moment with anything that is in a chubby stick like this, where you can really just swipe on. It's not angular. It has that rounded applicator. I personally love it, like even for nose contour, which I'm so surprised. So this one right here is Rare Beauty. I know we're talking about Drugstore right now, but I have been loving and using this one a ton. And then Catrice just came out with these really beautiful Cheek Flirt face sticks, and it's the same thing. That rounded top just makes for a really easy application, whether you're just getting right on the cheek and blending out, or I actually use these for a different purpose. I like them on the lips. I feel like I can kind of do a Scott Barnes cranked up to medium lip look with these. I don't know why it works. It just does. I almost go outside the edge of the lip and I kind of pat it on and slightly line after. Really backwards way to do the lips, but I'm loving how this looks on the mouth. It's a cheek stick. It looks great on the cheeks. It's a nice cream texture. It's really beautiful, long wearing. It's not too gloppy, creamy, shiny, which honestly recently, as much as I want to love the more gel, shiny, juicy finishes in all of the cream blush craze, which I have a video dedicated to all of the cream blushes. I will link that below. I'm so sorry if you hear Puka snoring. He's whistle snoring. He is currently here curled up whistle snoring. My little old man. He's not a puppy anymore. Anyways, I will link that video below for you guys. But what I'm finding, the deeper I go into trying cream blushes, is that I prefer a creamier texture with a slight glow. And the reason being is I have pigmentation on my cheeks. And if I'm wearing foundation, if I put a more gel glossy finish on top of my foundation, my pigmentation starts poking right back through. And with a creamier, thicker formula like this, it doesn't do that. So, Puka Shell, do you want to say hi to the people? You're awake now? P.S. This is staying on my vanity. I know I kind of was like, I think this looks kind of cheap. I don't really know why I ordered it from Amazon. I'm in love with this. I think it's like actually looks really nice. Oh, and random fashion moment with Tati. We're going to break up the drugstore whatnot and tell you that jeans at Express right now are hot. So there is a leak in our living room right now, and so Puka is trapped back here with me. I'm so sorry. We're gonna be talking about makeup. Are you cool to chill? Can we not tap dance? Tap dancing, snoring, doing the whole thing. He's like, let me out of this room right now. Also, Puka is doing much better, you guys. He's thriving and doing well. All right. Okay, I'm gonna put these on display. The Lifter glosses from Maybelline. This is one of my favorite gloss formulations. I love it. I love the doe foot applicator. It's giant. Hyaluronic acid really fills in the lines. It has pigmentation, but it's also so just saturated in shine, and it doesn't glop up, and it wears a really long time. And I cannot say enough. Reminds me a lot of the Fenty lip gloss. I am in love with the new shades. I'm wearing this one today. This is the shade Peach Ring 022, and it's just a satisfying gloss. Really well done on the fun kind of jelly punchy colors for summertime, and I'm loving this launch. Look at this one, how pretty. That is Sweetheart. I just thought I would mention those are really fun. I bought them myself, and I was so excited to track them down. Something from Maybelline that I sadly did not like, and it's a formula texture issue. It is not a color or saturation or wear time issue. It is just the stickiness. Like, oh, I can't stand it. And I know this formula does it, and so like it's kind of my own fault. Why would I repurchase something where I'm like, I don't really like the formula, but I love the packaging and I love the colors, and I thought it would be fun to try. And sometimes my mind has changed in the land of makeup, and I'm like, hey, the stickiness somehow does not bother me anymore, but that was not the case. I'll leave it to you guys. Let me know, will you be trying these? Have you seen them? Are you into them? It's like a thing. It's like an itchy eyelash or something when you know that you're gonna put your lips together and they're gonna be like glued together. I cannot do it. The shades that I got are really pretty. Number 445. The shade 445 Energizer, and then the shade 465 Reviver. Really pretty colors. I just can't do it. All right, let's also continue the Maybelline moment because they have launched a few new things that have really worked well. The Falsies Surreal from Maybelline. I've talked about this a lot. I really love it. It gives you a ton of volume, lift, length. It's a pain in the butt to take off. What's really strange to me is the regular formula is tougher to take off than the waterproof. Can someone explain, like, why would that be? And actually, the regular formula, I feel, builds on the lashes better than the waterproof. So I just wanted to update you guys. The waterproof is not better. Go with the regular. I don't know why. I don't have reason for it. is what it is. That was my experience. And then I also wanted to share with you guys the Cleantopia Lash Blast Mascara from CoverGirl, which I did over on TikTok, a little short. Maybe I should post it here in shorts. A try on of this. I had tracked it down. It was brand new, caught my attention. And what's really funny, when you do these single short videos, it can feel very sponsory. And I'm trying to figure out a workaround. I don't know if it's just how I talk or what. Like, no one paid me to review this. I bought it myself and I liked it, and that was that. But when you're doing just like a trying one item and you're like, this is amazing. Like, in short form content, it just feels like an ad. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do it. I want to share with you guys when I try new things and I really have a good experience, but I'm working on a way to make it feel, I don't know, like maybe more relaxed. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. I tried it. I loved it. Not sponsored. And I loved it so much that I went back and got the Extreme Black because I initially had purchased Black Brown and I didn't know that I did that. I'm normally like a rich black, blackest black. Like, give me like like a black hole black. I want like ink black is what I want for my mascara. I don't do well with the whole like, oh, like kind of light brown. Like, no, waste my time. Like, I want the rich stuff. So I went back and I got Extreme Black and I'm excited. I really like it. They don't have a waterproof formula from what I saw out shopping, but this is a very summer-proof long wear formula that I like a lot. I'm wearing it today. Love it under lashes. Also, amazing. Okay, let's get to shadow because NYX came out with these new palettes. They are stunning. So beautiful. This is the Ultimate Paradise Shock. I'm wearing this today and I feel like this is such a flattering palette and it is so blendy. It's blendable extreme. It does the work for you. I started with this transition shade, this kind of matte, little bit warm neutral, and I threw that in the crease and just bam, bam, bam. Nothing to it, no rhyme or reason. I went next door into this more, kind of has like a reddy undertone metallic brown situation, and I put that in the crease as well. Really trying to round out the eye. I'm doing all of my Scott Barnes techniques at the moment, and I love how my makeup is turning out. I'll link that video below as well if you want to freshen up some of your artistry techniques. I then went into this brown right here and just added a little depth. And then the real like wow moment is this shade right here, this kind of green sparkly, like it has a lot of glimmer going on in it. This shade feels like a cream. It does not feel like the rest of the palette and it goes on just like so wet and reflective. I was like, is this a Natasha Denona palette or NYX? Because the quality in this is amazing. I just don't think you would be disappointed. Like, even check this out. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Let's go in this minty neon green. I mean, I'm amazed. I did also get the warm neutrals. I have not tried this one out yet, but if the formula is the same as the Paradise Shock palette, then A+ to both. I am in it. I love it. I love it. Another love, like from a deep part in my soul, because I love a creamy liner that does not fade and does not move. And this one is under $5. Well, it's a penny under $5. That's a little dramatic. It's $4.99, but still, it's so good. So I did do a little TikTok of like drugstore that's better than luxury, and this was one of them. And a couple of comments were like, this just launched. How do you know it's a favorite? And I want to share with you guys that a lot of time in PR, you do get an advanced look at things. And so this one I had on hand for a hot minute and I got to know it really, really well. And I am using this more than any of my other brown liners, specifically this shade, which is But First Espresso. I had been really into the matte deep brown from Rowan, which is much more expensive and actually not as long wearing. This is just so ridiculously rich and creamy and budge proof. Now it's called the Stay and Play Gel Liners, so you have a moment of play. You can definitely smudge that out, but once it sets, it's locked. It's there. They do have some colorful ones. I have these two, which I was wearing in that TikTok mixed together just because I have no idea why. I put one in the waterline and I was like, let's try both. So one is Emerald Dragon and then Midnight Sky. I put both of them in my waterline. Did not move. Like, they're not very reflective or metallic. So if you're looking for something that has more of that sheen with color, this is not it. But if you don't mind it being a more flat finish and you want something in your waterline that will last a ridiculous amount of time, these have great depth. They're creamy. They didn't irritate me. And like, I freaking love these. I love them. I love Essence liners. They are so cheap and they get the job done. Their mascaras are phenomenal too. I just rave. Okay, random last minute little, everyone said this was a dupe for Laneige, and I just want to correct the masses on this that told me that this was a straight dupe. It is not. This e.l.f. Skin Overnight Lip Mask. Holy hydration. This is really beautiful on the lips. It's very cushy. It feels beautiful. It feels really lovely. It is very hydrating, but it is nowhere near as shiny as the Laneige, which is why I like using this one during the day. Like, I like using this on top of just about anything and immediately brings whatever you are wearing. Did I just put brown shadow on my lips? I may have. It takes whatever you are wearing to the shiniest next level. Like, if you don't like your lip look, you want to put something lighter in the center and you need to reblend out with a gloss that will just make everything perfect, this is it. I don't know why. It just is. It just really, really works. Okay, we're gonna leave on a note. This is Makeup Revolution Dewy Fixing Spray. I really thought this was gonna be not like that. I thought it was gonna be like an aerosol, like moment. And so that kind of just didn't do it for me. And it smells kind of funny. I just still prefer, well, I guess this is not dewy. I prefer my Wet n Wild. And then I have been into the Shape Tape Stay Spray. It's very, like, the mist on here is really nice, right? Okay, that's not Drugstore. What am I even doing? All right, you guys, we made it to the end. That was a lot of drugstore chit chat, some good, some not so good. Let me know if you like this hot or not format by thumbsing the video up, share it, leave me comments. Make sure you are subscribed and ring the bell before you leave. Turn those notifications on. And other than that, go and have a good one. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.